in the round, I lose Cadillac. Still got my homies to watch my back and to smoke your ass. And when I come jack, that's why some pigs and the kids come sweating, they follow. Hollow point shill's hard to swallow. Why wallow when they come to roll on it with the clip in the wolf, I break your head sign. Not kicking dust, cause they get bust. My crib's surrounded, I'm about to get rushed. I brush with death. How many shells left in my closet? Where my leg roll makes flat when the shit goes down. Better be ready. When the shit goes down. When the shit goes down. You better be ready. When the shit goes down. When the shit goes down. You better be ready. When the shit goes down. When the shit goes down. You better be ready. You better be ready. I told the boys to start out glass and the rest of the guys I strap on the bulletproof vest. Boom, I think I got one for that test. Hot damn, I didn't want to kill a man. Shit, still stand tall with the Hill Clan. Y'all, you better step back. You better fall. I'm coming up blasting like a Simony Sam. I got the cheese and the bread for them. Shit goes down. You better be ready. The shit goes.
The following show features stupid opinions and ideas from two idiot brothers who probably did little research and practiced zero due diligence on the topic at hand. The MLO Bros' opinions do not reflect the views of their employer, guests, sponsors, families, neighbors, or pets. If you do not like what they are saying and don't agree with their views or opinions, don't watch the show. We can promise we do not care. Welcome to the worst show on the internet.
We are live. Hello, Isaac.
Hey, did you guys notice it's super cold outside? How cold is it, you ask? It's this cold. It's cold. It's so cold that the big guy here, he's covered himself up now. That's how cold it is.
He's not naked like normal.
He's not naked anymore.
And
It's so
if
cold out there.
if you're watching at home and you don't know what that is, how can they find out what the actual meme is of that? I mean, what do they Google, Isaac?
You're always only 2 clicks away from what that is. It's somewhere in the middle general area.
Hey, we have a friend coming on tonight, Justin from the 330 Sports Shows here. Let's bring him on. Hey, Justin. We all have a hat on. Look, you give us hats, you come on our show.
Hey, I like these hats. They look good on you guys.
We try.
It is so freaking cold outside. Like I'm in the my sunroom, which is like, insulated and stuff. I can feel the cold coming off the wall. Like it is nuts. School's closed, Canfield's closed, right, Justin? So you're over in Canfield, right?
I am, yeah.
Just how cold is it supposed to be tomorrow? Is that the issue?
I think cold as balls.
Yeah,
cold
as balls.
Minus
Cold
as ball.
How cold is it, Isaac?
It's
minus. I think tomorrow's going to be -8 or 9, like wind chill or something like that. So that's cold. They probably should have canceled it today. To be honest, the roads were terrible this morning.
Yeah, this morning the roads were rough. They were rough.
All right, so today we're going to have a little talk back. We have Justin joining us. He'll be throwing in some info for us. He doesn't just do sports, even though he's known as the 330 Sports Show over at our friends at Youngstown Studio. So what do we want to cover first? Let's talk about the Browns first, since we got Justin on, huh?
Let's do it.
Justin, what the fuck happened?
I'll tell you what, it was a disappointing end to a really fun season. That's the best way I can describe it. I think all the things that were flawed about this team kind of showed their ugly self
100%
on Saturday. The Browns turned the ball over more than any team in football this year, and it finally came back and bit them.
But even with those turnovers, right? Even with those 2 turnovers, they were done before those 2 turnovers.
See, okay, I'm gonna push back. The Browns were down 10 at the Houston 35-yard line, first down. You go down, you get a field goal, you get a touchdown.
That's
you're down
true. That's a
7,
good
you're down
point.
3.
Right.
You know, but Flacco.
We had no run game at all.
No.
None.
And that was one thing Houston's D was good at. They could stop the run.
Well,
but
we had no run game, but our defense, our great defense, we were always able to overcome turnovers.
Yeah.
But man, our defense, it was like they weren't even there. It was unbelievable.
What was weird was they were throwing those like lob passes that they had so much hang time and they always made it. And I was like, how do you not pick that off? Like
credit to CJ Stroud, man.
Yeah. That's one of those situations where it was weird because I'm as big of an Ohio State fan as there is, but rooting for Stroud, against the Browns, it was a weird dynamic there. But
I'm rooting for Baker now. I'm all Baker. I'm Baker all day now.
I'm not rooting against him. I'm
rooting for him because Northeastern Ohio is filled with so many freaking haters, and they're so quick to judge everyone, and they were so quick to judge Baker, and now I hope he freaking wins the goddamn Super Bowl just so the Browns fans in all of Northeastern Ohio learns their lesson. Like
we should have kept.
That would be the happiest thing that could happen in Northeastern Ohio is Baker goes and wins the Super Bowl.
I still think we should have never got rid of him. I think he got a raw deal in Cleveland bad, personally.
I don't even think it's a raw deal. I understand moving on from him, but it was unhealthy how quick everybody went from liking him to hating his guts.
Yeah.
I don't think that's right.
Can I put it this way? I think Baker was the quarterback the Browns needed at the time. Yeah. And I think they graduated. He was only going to get him to a certain point. And
they graduated to a $240 million 5-year guaranteed guy that was getting jacked off and freaking massages. That's what they graduated to, Justin, from Baker.
I think the structure.
I'm just saying.
The structure of the rub and tug guy. The structure of his.
Wait, Isaac, throw the picture up. Throw the picture up. You got to have your finger on it for that guy. That picture.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, sorry. Every time we make a penis joke, we have to put him up there.
How many million dollars does that guy make over 5 years?
$230 over 5 years, so it's like 46 a year.
Guaranteed.
But I will say
there's no incentive for him to do good. He knows he's in. He knows he's good. No incentive. It should be what they did with Flacco in the stinking playoffs.
Do you know what his record was this season as a starter?
5-1.
I technically say 4-1 because that Colts game I throw out, but he was 4-1. Beat the Ravens.
Yeah, so. That's true. Oh, he played good when he played. He had some mistakes. He had some stupid boneheaded plays, but
yes, 100%.
And he also had
It doesn't mean that structure doesn't incentivize the way it's structured. Doesn't incentivize him to. Oh, I'm hurt. I'll sit out. It still incentivizes him to do that.
Right.
It still incentivizes to not try that hard because he's guaranteed the money.
But before we go,
yeah,
do we keep Flacco or not?
I'm going to say not that they wouldn't want to. I'm going to say no.
You think he's going to leave himself, or do you think they're going to get rid of him?
Well, I don't think it's a get rid of him. I think they would be willing to take him back. He did not sign. He did not sign for next year. No, I mean no. But I think he's going to go to somewhere where he can possibly start, or we'll see. But I don't think it's a good situation for the Browns to bring him back as a backup, if that makes sense. You know who I think would be perfect to come back though? Jacoby Brissett. So
really, you think they're going to bring Brissett back?
I if I had to pick, I think that's who they go out and get.
I think if they're going to go with Watson, you do not bring Flacco back, because as Browns fans, we know what's going to happen. 100%. He's going to throw. Watson's going to throw one interception, and everybody in that stadium's going to be chanting for Flacco. It's going to create a huge quarterback controversy. I love Flacco. He did a great job, but time to go, Joe, because you're going to cause problems.
Yeah,
so,
you don't think there's a way? You don't think there's a way to keep Flacco around and have him train Watson to throw the ball as good as Joe Flacco does? You don't think there's a world
Dude,
where that
it's
can
going to
happen?
be it'll be a quarterback controversy like there always is in Cleveland, and we don't need that.
Yeah, it's not an ideal situation. Like, just here's what I will say.
We're so stupid. We're so stupid. Like
Dumb.
It's more than just signing him. There's a lot more that goes into it, but I will say enjoy the ride that you just had, because that was some good memories there.
It was fun. It's fun.
It really was.
All right. Next topic. Moving on. Comments. Anybody want to comment on the Browns before we move on? Since we're doing talk back, you're allowed to talk back. You're allowed to be involved. Jenny says Deshaun is a human garbage.
Yeah, that, you know who that is? That's my mother right there, and she is not a big Deshaun Watson fan. So
never would have guessed that.
Her favorite quarterback, big Patrick Mahomes. Big Patrick Mahomes fan.
Hi, Justin's sister.
She's a big Patrick Mahomes fan.
Oh yeah.
Is Jenny a big Taylor Swift fan?
I think so. I mean, she likes her, but
I
not
freaking hate Taylor Swift. I don't. It's not that I hate Taylor Swift. I hate that you can't watch football. You can't watch the Chiefs without seeing Taylor Swift, and I think it's so.
I don't think that's her fault, though.
Hey, Isaac, did you ever hear Kels? You want my opinion on Taylor Swift? Kels gets scores 6 points on the field, and he got a 6 off the field too.
Oh, is that the meme that you think that's true?
Taylor Swift is bad. At least Dallas lost cheered me up. I agree with that. Pittsburgh lost.
You know how mad everyone would have been if the Steelers won that game. Like, it would have been a depression across like northeastern Ohio. If Pittsburgh
they didn't have a chance. I mean, they had less of a chance than we had, and we got freaking murdered. There was no way Pittsburgh won that game with Mason Rudolph as a quarterback and everything. There was just no way. The Steelers, they got so lucky all season to get in.
They are the luckiest franchise in all of sport. They do have a great coach who their fans hate for some reason.
Yeah, right.
Right. It drives me nuts.
Because he doesn't want to play. What's his record? I mean, it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, he's got a Super Bowl. I mean, he's a top 5 coach.
They are a bit spoiled. They're so used to winning that now they have a 500 record for 2 seasons, and everybody freaks out and wants to kick out the guy that.
Ohio State. What do you think of Ryan Day? Same kind of situation, right?
I could do a whole show on Ryan Day, but I'm a Ryan Day defender. I love Ryan Day.
Yeah.
But
I mean, his record's ridiculous.
Well, it is. It's like 57-8 or 50, something like that. He has the second highest winning percentage of all time behind freaking Newt Rockne.
But the problem is what are the losses in those 8s?
Right. Well, 3 of them are to Michigan. So and that's the big one. So they're gonna beat Michigan this year.
I think they can make college football a lot better if they made playoffs more like March Madness in basketball.
Well, they're going to a 12-team playoff next year.
Yeah, I think they need to make it more insane. Like, I think it's stupid. I think there's too much going on right now with the different bowl games and everything. I think you make it like
the bowl games are terrible.
You let the underdogs have a chance at going all the way, man. I love
this. This is the first time I only watched one bowl game, the Ohio State, for like a quarter. And then I was done. I was like, it's not the same. It's not what it used to be. The portal, all that stuff, man. Awful. So, well, hopefully they fix that too.
Yeah. Where going back to Isaac, your point though, on the whole, like there's a limit though. There's only so many teams that can compete for a national title. I think like you can't throw.
Isaac, you want to do a March Madness?
I want March Madness. Do you know how much March Madness is so much fun, and I don't even give a shit about college basketball. Yeah, but it is so much fun.
It's the best. It's the best basketball you can watch. It's better than NBA. It's better than 100%.
So much fun, and I don't even care. I don't even watch basketball like at all during the regular season. College basketball, nothing. I don't watch any of it. But March Madness starts, and that underdog upsets the number 1 seed, and you're like, I'm rooting for these guys all. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
I agree.
Yeah, March, it's great.
All right. So Let's go into a little. We're going to go into some different stuff here. I have a video to watch. You guys ready for this?
While Luke pulls up the video, go down below Luke, below Justin. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a heart. Helps us get more people in here. Give us a share. Follow the MLO Bros. Follow 330 Sports Show. Help us out.
Isaac, you see right above me? Look at that.
Yeah.
Sticker right there.
Get the MLO Bros.
Yeah.
Sticker down on the basketball hoop. Justin, you got a ball at your desk. Can you throw it over your head?
You know what? I don't. It's nowhere near me.
Hold on. I gotta close my
Oh, we got an angry face. Who gave us an angry face?
It's not a basketball, but we'll see.
Would that even fit?
No.
I'm coming. Sorry. I gotta close.
So our topics. So did you guys do your homework? I did my homework. I have 3 things written down here that tick me off.
We're gonna do that last. The last thing we're doing today is gonna be social media and what pisses you off. Is that cool?
Okay.
So let's talk about this one, guys. This will be a good one.
This is the most classic Youngstown thing ever. By the way, classic Youngstown again. Here we go.
Yep, we got an ad.
When I served, my work was critical. And I don't feel like that's the case anymore.
It got so bad that I was even thinking about suicide.
Whatever you're dealing with.
Now I'm an asshole.
A little free plug to the Veterans Crisis Line.
Wow, they got
A Mahoning
serious.
County judge pled guilty to 2 misdemeanor charges after an incident involving a bicyclist back in November.
Judge Scott Krischbaum appeared in court this morning, but this time as a defendant.
Corey McRae was there when he took a plea deal and heard from the victim on how he says he's still healing from the ordeal.
Judge R. Scott Kirschbaum pled guilty to reckless operation and overtaking vehicles proceeding in the same direction. Both of those charges misdemeanors.
Reckless operation in violation of 4511.20. How would you like to plead, sir? Guilty. And to the second count of overtaking and passing vehicles charge, 45 in violation of 4511.27. How would you wish to plead at that? Guilty.
The charges stem from a crash on November 16th when the Mahoning County judge hit a bicyclist on Sherritt Road while both were headed in the same direction. The crash report says Kirschbaum left the scene without stopping, but came forward after discovering damage to his car. The bicyclist, 19-year-old Cameron Wyant, who was taken to Mercy Hospital for minor injuries that night, says he's still dealing with numbness months later.
My arm is partially still numb on my elbow side. I have a scar there that is still trying to heal.
The Ohio Supreme Court appointed retired Stark County Judge David Stuckey to hear the case. Kirschbaum is ordered to pay $400 in fines related to those charges, in addition to court fees. With more local news, I'm Corey McRae.
Okay. All right. Let's think about this. The dude hit a guy on a bike, left the scene, came forward the next day when he said, "Oh crap, I think I hit something." He has a $400 fine and court costs. Does anybody else in the world see anything wrong with that? Right. Exactly. Tell me that guy wasn't hammered driving home from the bar and said, "Oh my God, I'm going to get busted for DUI." Right.
I'll go tomorrow and everything will be fine. I'll go tomorrow. I'll say, "Oh, I must have hit him."
What?
Did it say what time of day it was?
It said night.
Okay. But
it said night.
Still, know if you hit a deer or a person.
Dude. Yeah, he avoided that DUI.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on. So he's a judge. This gets better. So he's a judge. And I'm like, let's look through his court cases, shall we? Okay. I'm like, let's look through his court cases. Let's see what we can find. This isn't a video.
Judge the dude on the left or the right in that picture?
In that picture, the left. Okay. Rachel Stouffer, 32 of Canfield, was sentenced Monday. This is from 2001. Was sentenced Monday. 180 days in jail, $1,000 fine by Judge R. Krischbaum. Does that name ring a bell? Of the Mahoning County Common Pleas Court, according to court documents. Ready? She was sentenced on one charge of a failure to stop after an accident, which a first-degree misdemeanor as part of the plea deal. She had a suspended license, which was dismissed. Okay, regardless. Stouffer was arrested in 2020 after she failed to appear in court, where she struck Brian Price of Boardman at the corner of Glenwood and Wildwood Drive in Boardman. Price was riding his bicycle at night and suffered a laceration on his leg and a broken shoulder.
By the way, Brian Price, real quick, Brian Price, great DJ, by the way, if you need a DJ out there.
There you go. Okay, so maybe a little bit different. Maybe that girl had a suspended license. 180 days in jail and $1,000 fine. A judge gets $400 fine. What the is going on?
I think I just want to make some points. My first point, I think in that video you showed, Luke, that anchor, that female, she will only be here for like tops 3 months in Youngstown.
Yeah, that's fair.
Way too pretty for Youngstown. Way too pretty for Youngstown. That's neither here nor there. Here's the other thing. I want you to think about. I want the world to be a good place. We all want the world, the court system to do the right thing. But two scenarios. Which scenario do you think happened? Do you think with this judge going through the court system, do you think that it was all by the book? Nobody talked to one another, and this guy the book was thrown at him? Or do you think, scenario two, all of those judges and lawyers play golf together, they all know each other, and they had a backroom meeting before they went into that courtroom and said, listen, this is what we're going to do. You're going to plead guilty. You're going to plead guilty, and we're going to give you a slap on the wrist because we all know each other, and we're going to get through this together.
What about the cops? They should have filed a freaking fleeing the scene charge against them. Where were the cops at?
The suits, that is what's wrong with our court system, is the suits all got together because they all know each other. They're all buddies, and they're going to go golfing next week. They all got together, and they all schemed that out to protect that guy. Lawyers and judges, if they want to get out of something because they're in control, they all say, oh, no, we would never do that. Bullshit. They all do it. That's what's wrong with it.
Well, here's their excuse. They're going to say, here's what they're already saying if they're watching this. They're saying at home, well, we brought in somebody from Stark County. He didn't have anything to do with it. We brought in outside cop. Bullshit. You're taking care of your own freaking people.
Mm-hmm.
Bottom line.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing. And then the thing that makes me mad, and I got to talk to a cop about it. I should have texted the police officers. Isn't it the police's responsibility to file the charges of when he fled the scene and like press charges against him with like hit and run and all that stuff? Like there was only 2 charges.
So the police officer would be in charge of then tracking him down the next day, or when he comes to the next day, you hit him with hit and run as well as other things.
Right. Vehicular assault with a vehicular assault or whatever it is.
And the thing that's wrong too is like the average person doesn't know these things. The suits, the judges, the lawyers know these things, but they're all going to protect him. And the average person isn't supposed to know those things or shouldn't be responsible to know those things. But it's just totally boils down to, I think, the typical Youngstown, do what I say, not what I do. A good attorney knows the law. A great attorney knows the judge.
Seriously.
That is.
God, Justin, if you hit somebody with a car right now, you go out there, you hit somebody with a car or with your car, and then you leave. What do you think happens? You go to jail.
I'm getting arrested, and
You're
I'm
getting
probably
arrested.
going to jail.
You're going to jail. If
Yeah.
I go hit somebody with my car and leave, I'm getting arrested.
You know what? As you
shit.
should, as I should too. I mean, there's consequence to this shit.
And here's the thing: the news kind of covered it, but this happened like a month ago. I watch news all the time. I never saw anything about it. Now they had an article in there. I never heard anything about it other than that. So
and the thing is, people complain for a bit, and they make their points, and then eventually it just and they probably planned it out. They're probably smart enough to know. Listen, let people complain. 30 days to a couple months, it'll all blow over, and we'll be back.
What is Krischbaum's like? Is he elected? He's elected. Judges are elected, right?
Yeah.
Judge.
I'm glad you shared that article though, because it's like, give him the exact same sentence he gave that other.
Right.
Exactly the same thing. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what. He wasn't driving with a suspended license, so we'll cut it in half. We'll go to 90 days in jail.
Yeah.
And isn't past precedence a thing where, like, in a court of law, you're supposed to like apply the same punishment that you've applied in the past to future cases?
Yeah. Well,
and like in rulings and stuff, like, aren't you?
Right.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
I mean, there's plea deals and stuff that can be worked out, but I mean, yeah, you're right. Precedent is set. So.
Wait, is he retired? Is he a retired judge? Does anybody know? I'm looking.
I don't think so, because they said they brought in that other retired judge because, you know, he probably didn't want to ruffle feathers.
Joe says this is his last term due to his age, which is hilarious, because if he didn't see somebody at night and he hit him, or he was on his phone, or he was drinking, or whatever, could you imagine if any of us were on our phone texting, drinking, or just not paying attention, or we couldn't see because we were old? Like, it's freaking stupid, man.
Yeah.
Stupid, wrong. Everything that's wrong with the court system. They all golf together every freaking week, and they all know each other, and they're all buddies. It's totally wrong.
But, all right, hypothetically too, like if he was on his phone or whatever, like he could make up some BS excuse and still stop.
And
so that tells me he was probably drinking.
Right.
Oh,
he knows what to do. The average person doesn't know what the courts and what the lawyers and what everyone is looking for. So he knows exactly what they're going to be looking for, exactly what to say, exactly how to do everything in order to manipulate the system and get out of it.
And he didn't call the cops, by the way, and say, hey, I hit somebody. He had his lawyer call the cops the next day. His lawyer called the cops, not him. He knows exactly what to do. Because if I did it, like, in all reality, I hit somebody and I didn't realize it, whatever, however that happens, right? You accidentally have your mirror gets taken off. You don't notice, right?
Right.
I'm going to the cops. I'm saying, hey, man. And then you know what they're doing? They're putting me in freaking jail.
Right.
That's end of story. I like, unbelievable.
Yeah.
They left
And
that
he had his lawyer say the perfect thing that he was supposed to say in order to not get him arrested for hit and run, in order to not, it's just you have it's who you know, and the
I want to know.
you have.
I wonder if I could pull up the arrest stuff, like, or I bet I could do I'm going to do that, an information request for all that information on that.
It's
you know, you
so
can get like
gross.
you can get the arrest thing, because I want to know. Did they ask him questions? Where were you at last night? What were you doing? Were you out drinking? You know, where are you going?
Yeah.
Where were you coming from? Like, what are those questions? Where's all that stuff at?
If anything, it shouldn't be easier. It should be guaranteed that if you're a lawyer or you're a judge, your charges are worse than anyone you've ever tried, because you're held to a higher standard.
That's
what it should be. Not less, not a slap on the wrist.
Can you guys share or show Lisa Weimer's comment from earlier? Because, I mean, that is so typical. It's like Youngstown is such a freaking great area, but it's trash like this that always is what gives us a black eye. It's like all the freaking, you know, it's all this shit that always piles on that makes Youngstown, like, it's so...
Yeah, because everybody knows everybody, and this is just a perfect example of that, because all the judges and lawyers know each other. It's just the downfall of the like close-knit family community is that if you know somebody, you're getting out of it. It's just bullshit.
Oh, that's Isaac. That's Beaver Township.
That's Boardman. That's Boardman button up against, like, technically that might even be Beaver, Poland. But it's that's right there.
It's like North Lima.
While the incident on Sherritt Road in Beaver occurred at 6 p.m. November 16th. What day is November 16th?
Sherritt's Beaver. It's right down the road from me.
It's literally where Sherritt becomes Glenwood.
November 16th. So that was a Thursday at 6 p.m. So Thursday at 6 p.m. about 6 p.m. So would it have been dark? It would have been getting dark, right? November,
it's real dark.
Yeah,
So,
it'd be dark then. Yeah.
So it'd be dark. So 6
Years
p.m.
ago, he was the best defense attorney money could buy. At least he said exactly.
Maybe he wasn't drinking. Maybe it was just dark and he hit a guy.
Why didn't he pull over then?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. The bicycle. Okay. Beaver Police Chief Eric DiTello said the matter was referred to the county prosecutor. I'm gonna freaking do an information request tomorrow for the arrest sheet on that. I want to know more because something freaking stinks.
And you don't think that judge, when he got pulled over, you don't think he immediately, quote unquote, whipped his dick out? You don't think he immediately said, "I'm the judge. I'm Judge so and so."
Dude, he didn't get pulled over. He went home.
Never mind. Yeah, he didn't even get pulled over. Never mind.
He didn't get pulled over. He went home.
He went home.
And then had his lawyer
call and say, "Hey, my client.
I'm going to get the police report. I'm going to get all records for those charges and the phone calls and everything else. I think I can get all that stuff because that is messed up. That is messed up.
Oh, it's so gross, man.
Yeah, Don Hannay was another one. Did you guys ever hear about that one? That was 80s or 90s. Don Hannay was drinking at a bar. Crashed into a building, got in a cab, went home, came back the next day and said, "Yes, I wasn't drunk." And they had no way to prove it.
Yeah, they know what to do, man. You know what I mean? They know what to do.
I'm gonna say there is a well-known attorney, political party member around here.
David Beatrice?
I have. I'm not saying any names.
I'll say it. David Beatrice. Go ahead.
Who has been face down at many bars around here, and
that's David Beatrice. I'll say it. David Beatrice.
Driven home.
Screw you, David Beatrice.
No names, please.
No, I'll say David Beatrice. I know it's that. I know who exactly.
I'm not saying anything.
He's not saying it, Dave. I'm saying it. You freaking drunk. You hear that, Dave?
How do you not feel here? I hit a squirrel and I feel it. You sheared off your mirror with a human's body. You kept going. Get the fuck out.
Sheared off a mirror with a human body. No, it's fine. It was just a pothole, Lisa. Oh my god, that is so funny. It's true too. Like, how do you, Isaac? We should test it. Let's go get my car. Let's go get in my car. We'll stream it. I'll get you in my car.
Brush me. Just brush me.
You can hop on my electric bike and just go down the road. And I'll just blast you with. Let's see if I just the mirror and see if we feel it
in your neighborhood. And you're like, "Oh yeah, you had no idea. This makes total sense." It doesn't take a freaking genius or a freaking investigation to know that there's a reason that greasy ass judge left the scene and went home. Doesn't take a freaking genius.
Well,
and you should probably get hit with more than $400 or whatever.
$400. That's the biggest.
$400.
How about even one night in jail?
No, there's no way.
One. Just one.
Unbelievable. I'm gonna dig more.
So you're saying next time if I ever hit someone with my car,
drive home.
Go home.
Drive home.
Wake up in the morning, have my lawyer call, and I get away $400.
Yeah, I mean, you have a clean record, right? You have a clean record. You don't have anything on your record, just like him. It's exactly the same as him.
Right. Like,
I'm gonna go run somebody down. I'm gonna go find somebody and hit him with my car.
$400 get you out of it. That makes sense. That makes total sense.
I'm gonna go hit somebody with my car and be like, whoa. Yeah. Judge Krischbaum,
Officer, I actually have $400 cash on me. Let's just settle this now. Here's $400. Let me just go home.
God, it is so Youngstown though. Lisa summed it up, man. This is the bullshit we live in, man, in Youngstown, Ohio.
So correct.
God bless it. All right. Let's see here. What else were we talking about today? So we had the Browns, we had Judge Krischbaum. Oh yes. Let's keep going.
What else you got?
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. Have you guys heard of Twin Peaks yet?
Punishable life by fine means.
Have you guys ever been to one?
No, have you?
No. Yeah. Down in Columbus, at Polaris, there's one. It's actually, I mean, the one I've been to was tastefully done. It was decent.
All right. So coming to Boardman soon, we have Twin Peaks Eat, Drinks, Scenic Views. It is a sports bar. Let's see here. Look at that. Looks delicious.
Good burgers.
Food's good.
That
Good
looks
beers.
delicious also. That, my wife's in the other room, does not look delicious.
Listen. Let's just all agree. You're not going to see anything like that in Youngstown. That is a Youngstown. A Youngstown 10 is like a Texas 5.5. You're not going to see anything like that in Youngstown.
Texas. Why'd you drop it, Texas?
I don't know. Like Columbus 10 is like a Youngstown 24.
They're going to have to interview a whole bunch of girls from Youngstown is all I'm going to say. Right, Isaac? A whole bunch of girls.
My goodness.
So again, it's supposed to be a very nice, it's a sports bar. It does have scantily clad women.
And based on the time I have been there, they are dressed exactly like the pictures too.
Are they?
Yes.
Were the
This
girls...
was Columbus though?
This was North Columbus, Polaris. So.
Jeff says boobs. Luke's favorite for my video.
Your Bible thumpers will be outside though.
Oh, Justin. So I actually got a call. This is fun. I got a call from the new general manager of this place.
Okay.
He called me and said, I want to invite you and your brother. And Justin? Well, he said you and your family and friends. So I would assume
Jeremy will probably come too.
Jeremy, Joe would want to go. Jeremy would want to go. He actually is having us go in for their test night. There's 2 nights. I'll let you guys know the dates. If you can come, good. If not, good. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it's like the test nights, and they want us to go and try. There's going to be a limited menu. They pay for the food, but we get to check it out. So we got invited. And I said to the guy, I'm like, and I know him, which is really strange. We went to high school together. I mean, anyways, I'm like, why are you inviting us? And he goes, because I know we've opened these stores around before. I know what's coming. And he said, and I saw your video in front of the devil tent. and he goes, I want you to do, when they do it, I want you to do a part 2 in front of our store. I said, dude, you have my word. I'm in. So, because you know it's coming, right?
I don't know if they're going to show up for I don't know. Do you think they're smart enough to figure out what Twin Peaks even means?
Dude, they're going to know.
There's so many dumb people. I'm sorry.
I don't think they're gonna know, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not like, I mean, it's I guess it's sort of kind of like Hooters. It's just like, I don't know.
No, that's not Hooters. This is way classy. Is it classier than Hooters, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's similar. It's like it's kind of like the same idea.
Like a country Hooters.
Honestly, I will say this from a tasteful perspective. The food and the drinks were great too. So I had no complaints on that.
The general manager said all of the food is scratch food. So it's like from scratch.
Yeah, it was delicious.
Yeah.
I had no complaints.
Yeah.
And the mountains in the background, it's just beautiful.
Luke, we should bring Lucas and just record him and see what he
record my 13-year-old.
Bring a 13-year-old kid there.
Yeah. He's 13. I know this little. I'm able to tell now.
No,
that
is PG-13. That is PG-13. If I've ever seen it.
Has your 13-year-old ever been to the swim club in the summer? I mean, come on, that's way less clothing there.
But again, like even in the comments, like, and I posted that again. I do this shit just to fire everybody. If you don't know this yet about me, I mean, wake up. I posted it in a couple of the Facebook groups just to see what would happen. And a lot of it was, I've been there. It's great food. It's classy. You know, it's not slimy and gross. I have people literally in the comments, that's disgusting. I bet the food or the food's terrible. How dare they do that? And I'm like, immediate response. Have you ever been there? Do you know what it's like? Yeah. Do you have any? No. So then why are you saying, well, I just know it. I just know that's the case. Like
I was talking to a friend of mine today, a fellow real estate agent, and she said she went to one in Texas. Like that's why I said Texas earlier. And she's like, but she's like, in Texas, the food was fantastic. And she said, but the thing is, every one of the girls in there was smoking hot, beautiful girls.
Yeah.
And she worried same thing I'm worried about. I don't think you're gonna see that in Youngstown restaurant. Yeah. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe I'll be surprised.
Well, because to your point, I was in Columbus. 15 minutes from Ohio State University, where you have 50,000 students to choose from. Yeah. Not saying you can't pull some Youngstown State girls or whatever, but it is what it is.
I'll tell you what,
you don't have the pool to draw from quite.
There's only one way we can settle this. When it opens, we have to go in there in the name of science.
Yeah.
And figure out if they're good looking or not.
Listen,
it's not because we want to. I don't want to do this. I'm happily married. I would never objectify women like that. But no. I want to go in the name of science.
I'm not looking at them. I'm not looking them in the eyes.
I'm going for the food and drinks and whatever else is extra.
Yeah,
exactly.
Eyes forward. I'm not making eye contact. I'm just gonna go in there, eat some food.
So this is in the old TGI Fridays.
It is, which has been empty for like 10 years.
Have
you driven by it, Justin? They're like adding in like a roof and all that stuff like you see in this.
Yeah, I haven't been recently, but it should be good. That's a good location.
And here's my question: do we have a true sports bar like we used to have? Like
B-Dubs is probably it.
Yeah,
and that's not even it.
Yeah, is that it?
I mean,
like a sports club? I don't think we do.
We got Chili's. So. Chili's is always hot.
Is that a sport? That's not really.
That's not a sports bar though.
Like a sports bar.
BJ's Brew House.
That's a restaurant too. I don't think we have a true sports bar with like TVs and.
I would say B-Dubs is probably it.
Yeah, there's that one in Boardman, the one that's right next to Legends. Isn't that a sports bar? Legends
isn't even open. It's like a Mexican restaurant now.
Oh, never mind.
Where? Wait, Legends? Where was Legends?
Isn't there a place where right next to Men's Warehouse? Isn't that a sports bar right there?
That's Legends, and that's not there anymore. It's a
dude, Legends. That was like 6 months.
Like 6 months?
Wow.
Maybe.
I didn't know that at all.
That was quick.
I don't think Coaches does. That's a restaurant too. That's not like a sports bar. Like,
what do you consider a sports bar then?
What would be considered a sports bar? What was the old place like? Remember the old Magic Twanger? That was probably before your time.
That was before my time.
That was before your time too. What was the old sports? Jillian's.
Youngstown Sports Grill was a sports bar.
That was a sports club. Yeah. Youngstown Sports Grill. Jillian's was kind of a sports club. It had video games.
Yeah, you could say Double Bogies in the mall now is probably
that would be one. Yeah, stuff like that, Isaac.
Okay.
I'm bringing Lucas, so don't worry about it. We'll bring him. He can help us judge the girls. I mean, the food.
I mean, if that's not PG-13, I don't know what is PG-13.
Is there something wrong with bringing my 13-year-old into a restaurant like that?
PG-13, their tits aren't out.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all.
I think he has to take a picture with one of the waitresses too.
Yeah. I do. Like honestly, and I will not. If you're watching right now, I will not judge you. I will not attack you. Do you think it is wrong for me to bring my 13-year-old to that restaurant? Honestly, and I will not hold it against you. It is your opinion. You're allowed to have it.
Yeah, but I guess some people say like the PG-13 of today is too much for some kids.
It's girls, but it's girls in just like short shorts and a thing. Like Justin said, you see more at the swimming pool.
Yeah. Well, you see more at like
the Canfield Fair. Dude, go to the Canfield Fair. Holy crap.
Yeah. I remember we went on a trip to Baltimore when I was like in 8th grade. We were at school, and we went. All the guys ended up going to like a Hooters because we were 13-year-old kids, and we all would spill water and stuff on the ground on purpose so that the girls would come over and clean it up on the floor like in front of us. Yeah, it was horrible, but we did it.
Wait, Judy says, "I wonder if they host kids' birthday. I should do a kid's birthday party. I should do Luke's
birthday party at that place.
13th birthday party at that place. Could you imagine?
That's every kid's dream, man.
I mean, if we're gonna do that, we're just gonna go to Hooters in Akron or Cleveland. Is there any Hooters around? Where's the closest Hooters?
I don't know. I haven't been to one in a long time.
Closest Hooters to me.
He's like, go to the other room.
See if you're legally allowed to have a 10-year-old's birthday party at.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
44514. Hold on, I'm looking up one. 44514.
Is it in poor taste? Probably.
Oh,
is it allowed? Absolutely.
100%.
Oh, there's one in Dayton. That's a little far.
That's too far.
That's far.
There used to be one in Pittsburgh, right? Didn't there used to be one in Pittsburgh?
What's our next topic, Luke?
Sorry, now I'm just involved in the Hooters. Next topic, we got 15 minutes left. Let's do it. Okay. Things that annoy you. This is Reddit to Justin stuff because he loves his lists and he loves his stuff.
Love them.
Okay. That's why I figured we would do this.
All right.
Things that annoy you about social media. We're going to go top 3. We'll go in a round robin. Okay. We'll let Justin go first. People in the in the comments, you're allowed to. Things that annoy you about social media. Justin.
So I get first pick? Okay. So you guys said come up with 3. I wrote down like 15.
Oh, dude, you could go all day.
But I'm gonna go with my
one. Give us one.
I'm gonna go with my top one on my list. People that post passive aggressive posts.
Oh, dude,
so they don't directly.
All the time.
This isn't you. This isn't you.
I do comments. I do posts. All passive.
I know, but you guys do it under the guise of you. We know who you're talking about. So it's not quite passive aggressive. Okay. We know it's directed at someone.
Okay.
So I'm going under the pretense of like this person is posting to get likes, to get just to cause some drama. And this isn't like you guys. This isn't like to have fun. This is to like legitimately be a piece of shit and to be an ass. And
can you give us an example?
A personal example or just a generic one?
Just a generic example, or a personal one and say, or a personal one and say it's generic. I mean, that'll.
So yeah, I'll go. This is I will go in a friend tense of this. So someone that was mad at a now I'm a former coach. So, you know, a lot of people either love you or hate you, depending on their whether their kid's playing enough or whether you're doing well or not doing well. But I have other fellow coaches that have shared good stories with me. And there was a particular person out there that would always post quotes, but they were directed at or around a time of a sporting event where their kid would not get the playing time or the thing that would not go well, and they would be screenshotted to many people that know this person. So so that is what I'm going with. Aggressive. If you want to call me out, if you want to call someone else out, call them out, or you know what, be a man or be a woman and just talk to me face to face. You know,
hey, Isaac and I stopped arguing. We just post our phone number now. Whenever somebody does it, we just give them our phone number and call us.
Hey,
and that's why I tip my hat to you guys, because that's the way to do it.
Ultimate trump card. It's the ultimate trump card. It never loses because guaranteed that little bitch of a person will never call that number. but you are trying to end it by saying, hey, you have a problem. Let's talk about it. I won't be rude. I won't be disrespectful. We can talk about all your issues. Let's do it. No, because they don't want to. They
don't want. They want the drama because the small world they are living in, it will only last for so long.
Yeah,
and it's
true
story. You can say, hey, reached out to him, gave him the opportunity to call me. They just don't want to. So that makes them look weak. So it's just
the other day there was a post. One of our police officers, school resource officer, posted about our traffic problem in Poland because people are picking up and not following the rules. Right. This guy gets on here in this group. He just joined the group. I don't know who he was. It was a legitimate thing. It starts just like motherfucking this, cop this, F this, so I was like, dude, I took his post down, right? And where I started arguing with him a little bit. I'm like, this guy's a freaking psychopath. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So I took his post down. So then he messages me and is like, you mother effing cop, loving this, that, and the other. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, dude. So then I'm like, dude, calm down. I said, she's trying to fix the problem. I'm trying to talk to him on the thing. So then he's like, well, I'm a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. You need to come and I'm going to teach you a lesson. Dude, this is twice now we've been called out by these Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys. So I give him my phone number. I'm like, dude, I'm not asking. Call me right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to you on the phone. I want to see you at my gym. I'm like, call me right now. I said, call me right now, you pussy. So then I start insulting him. I'm like, call me right now. And he would not call me. It's crazy.
And to this day, they haven't called you.
Say, call me right now, pussy. But I'd probably be like, hey, you got a problem? Seriously, call me.
Well, I was trying to do it your way.
Neither here nor there, I guess.
Isaac, I was trying to do it your way, and he just kept escalating it. And then I can't help but escalate after that. So
Isaac should just ignore, just let him be a psychopath. If he's gonna be crazy, just kick him off the page and call it a day.
Yeah, but he took the time to message me. I'm gonna give him a little bit of his money's worth. Isaac, yours.
Should I go with mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Things that annoy me on social media. Couples that act like they aren't fighting, but they totally are. When they make those posts that are like, this is just a post to my wife. I want to say I love you for everything that you do and taking care of this family and holding us all together. Every time I read one of those, I'm like, my dude is in the dog house right now. What did you do? Those posts.
Yes. I think the people who post that, I might be totally wrong. I think they have relationship problems whenever you post that. Is that fair?
100%. 100% they are fighting when you have to make this an appreciation post. This is an appreciation post for my significant other. I love you. And they post random pictures of them hanging out or whatever.
This was on my list as well, Isaac. Right. If you live with the person, you don't need to post about him.
No.
I legitimately make one post a year on her anniversary for Maggie and I, right? And it is normally thank you for picking me and saving me from ending up in a bathtub full of ice missing important organs.
No, it's not anniversary posts. Anniversary posts, you're fine. It's this is just an appreciation post. They'll word it like that. This is an appreciation post for my significant other. All the things you do for me, this and that. You're so great. I love you. Thank you for cooking dinner every night, whatever. Because that guy just cheated on his wife.
He's on his way home from his girlfriend's house when he posts.
Right. He is in the dog house. He is in trouble.
That's a good one.
Bro, go talk to your wife. Why are you telling us about your fight?
Yeah.
Go talk to her and solve your freaking problem.
Yeah, I agree. My turn? Can I do it?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have been really annoyed lately with people saying on social media, and I vented the other day on Everything Poland. When I did it, back when I went to school, back when I did this, back when I did that, dude, nobody gives a shit what you did 30 years ago, 40 or 20 years ago. and it doesn't relate to today. So, example, they were talking about the traffic again with the school, right? And we're trying to correct it. So these people that went to school in the 80s and the 70s, all like, well, I walked, I did this. Why are parents? You're making your kids soft and this, that, and the other. You know, it's not comparable to today. That drives me bonkers. I think you need to use the past to make decisions, but you can't just automatically say this is wrong because we didn't do it that way. How's that?
I think that's perfect.
Sorry.
100%. No, yeah, they'll be like, oh, well, I've lived in this community for 40 years.
Oh, don't get me started on that crap.
That drives me crazy too. Like
there'll be people complaining about school being off tomorrow.
It doesn't matter what you think. Like you need to respect my opinion more. No, I don't. That is not how being a person in a community works.
People living in a community feel because they've lived here longer, they have more of a say in said community than other people. It drives, and Poland is 150% guilty of that. I hate it, which is why they hate me because I call them out on it. Justin, your turn.
All right. I'm gonna go with classic oversharers. So people that tell us about every damn little thing in their life.
Oh yeah.
Or just TMI. So overshares or TMI. It's like, I don't need to know about your ass surgery last week.
I just took a giant crap. Something like that.
I don't need to know that your 4-year-old vomited all over you and now you got to share it on Facebook. You know, I don't need to know that your dog just, whatever, like every little thing.
Overshares. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Isaac?
Let's see. I hate when if you get a post that gets a lot of attention. So if you make a post that gets a lot of attention, or you're doing something, or you post something that like is going on in your life, or you're sharing that you're doing something, like you're fixing something in your house, there is always, if it's taking off, if you're bound for a know-it-all in the comment section.
Oh.
Yep.
The know-it-all in the comment section. That's like, oh, you should have replaced it with this, this, and this. You obviously don't know what you're doing, and you need to be like, if it's something with like, oh, plumber would know what to do there. You have no idea. You obviously, it's like, dude, I literally don't care what you think. But thanks for commenting, I guess. Like, thanks, man.
Yeah.
But
or you make a post. This is kind of the same, Isaac. You make the post like you just said. You make the post, and then somebody, and it's a great post about something happening, and then they make something totally unrelated and try and link it, even though it doesn't link to your comment.
Yeah, or turn it on them, make it about them. Like
making it about them. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh,
that's called narcissism, gentlemen.
About them. Well, my kids did this. When like you post about your dog, Isaac, doing something, and then they're like, well, my dogs do this, this, and this.
I'm fine with that to an extent. Like I'm fine with, oh yeah, my puppy did that. Like that's fine. I get that. But when it's like, no, you don't know what you're doing, and it's like you came to my comment where you came to my comment section where I posted about something good going on in my life, and you're trying to tell me that I did it all wrong and that I'm an idiot. It's like, why are you here? Like, why
is this about real estate or mortgages or anything?
I'm sure a couple times, but mostly it's like it's like fixing something. It'll be like putting in flooring or doing something handy, and then you have like the guy. I don't even think he means to do it. He's just like a know-it-all. Like
it's always a guy. It's always a guy.
You cut that piece of lumber wrong. You should have gone at this angle.
Like, why don't you come over and help? Why don't you come over and help me?
This is a new one, and actually Barb said it, and I had this written down for mine. Anonymous posters in groups. Have you guys seen that?
Oh
yeah.
We have that shut off in every one of our groups, so you can shut it off.
Yeah.
The people. So what you can do is people will come into a group and you can make an anonymous post. That opens up so much crap when somebody is allowed to do an anonymous post. It's disgusting. So like they'll call out businesses, they'll call out people, they'll call out, and it's an anonymous poster. And it's like, dude, go get your real profile, come back and make that post. I mean, Isaac and I are out here throwing our phone numbers out and our emails out.
Mm-hmm.
You can at least have the common courtesy to go, not be a bitch.
That almost goes back to mine of like passive aggressive. It's like if you want to complain about something, tell us who you are.
Anonymous posters or the people that like protect themselves by putting pictures never of their face. It's always a bald eagle, their dog, an American flag.
Fake name.
Those people always talk shit, and I swear to God, like psychologically, it's because they have like self-esteem issues and they don't want to show their face because they're worried that people will do what they inevitably do, which is talk shit about them as a person, call them out and call them ugly or whatever they're terrified of, which is what they always do. They always try and attack you. So they like protect themselves because they have self-esteem issues.
Isaac, we've said that since day one. Dog, cat, animals, presidents, right? Flag,
bald eagle, some kind of like AI generated image or American flag, something like that. They're always attacking other people because they have self-esteem issues, and that's why they never.
Here's a good one, Mike. I don't like person who posts bad reviews about a business that turns effective businesses. We do not allow in our groups business posts like degrading a business, because there's two sides of that story. Go do it on Yelp. Go call like a lot of these people. I don't think these people even call the company and complain or the business and complain. They just get on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you don't know where that bad review is originating from. You don't know if it's competition. You don't know who it is.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Heidi says people who like their own posts.
100%.
I like my own post. I like the MLO Bros posts when I post it to try and.
I do too. I do too.
If you like it under your personal profile, though, that's different.
I don't even. That's too much work. It's too much work. All right, Justin, your next one.
Okay. I think this is my last one then, right? If we're going three. All right. Can I give an honorable mention at the end?
Absolutely.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. All right. So for my last one here, I'm going to go to alluding to something good or bad, but without any follow through. Like, I need your prayer.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I need you all to say a prayer for me right now. Or
okay, go ahead. Give us an example.
That's literally it. It's like it's never usually a good one.
Okay, so like maybe so no follow through. Maybe you have like this really cool announcement coming up for something, and then you say you're gonna announce it on the like this day, and then you don't announce it, like something like that.
Like such exciting news. I'm gonna tell you tomorrow.
You push back the announcement day, something like that.
That wasn't even what I was alluding to, but
that's a great example.
But yeah, that would apply.
Now that you say that.
Oh God!
What's your honorable?
You know those people. You know those people. They do it all the time.
What's your honorable mention, Justin?
All right, honorable mention might be what you were alluding to before. Copying and pasting and sharing information as if it's your own, but not citing your sources.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I had it happen to me. And Luke and every loan officer in Youngstown made fun of me for it. But I made a post. Somebody literally, it's so easy to just hit the freaking share button.
Oh, yeah.
Copy and paste it. Did more work. They had to copy my whole thing, copy it, paste it over to theirs, and then post it, rather than just sharing my post and making your own little thing. Like, give me the freaking credit. Give the person the freaking credit.
So this guy does this, right? This guy does this, and Isaac calls him out on it. And dude, that dude realized he effed up when he screwed with us because
Love it.
I have never. Isaac copies, like screenshots it, tags this dude that's another loan officer, and just blows him out of the water on the MLO Bros.
Like, dude, come on, man. 5 minutes after my post, you don't like my post, you don't comment anything, you just copy and paste it.
And I will say,
oh, my industry, I come from insurance, and my industry allows that type of thing. Oh, your industry's cool with straight up blatant plagiarism?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Like, no.
So with my show, I will sometimes take an image from somebody else that they posted and use it, but I will like at least give them credit if I use their image or content that they created and I use it in my show for whatever I do. So it's like,
and then he messaged me begging me to take it down without even remotely admitting that he did anything wrong, without apologizing.
I love it. I love that you called him out, though.
My ass.
So then he calls, so Isaac wouldn't take it down. So then he calls me, and he's like, and I've never talked. He's like, you got to talk to your brother and get him to take it down. I'm like, dude, you dug your own grave here, bro. This is not. I said you shouldn't have copied that. Well, yeah, but you guys, your followers they're gonna get after you. Like terrified.
He was scared.
Oh, he was so scared. I was
That's
like,
awesome.
It's just so stupid.
It was bad. You did take it down eventually, though, didn't you, Isaac?
Yeah, I took it down because I felt bad, but I left it up for a good 5 days.
God.
I mean, this dude, he was terrified. It was like, wow.
It's not even about that. Like, I don't care if we scared him or whatever. It's the fact that you blatantly plagiarized my work.
Yeah.
And like Justin always says, it's so much easier to just hit the share button.
Just share
that.
it.
Just share. Like, it's cool to let somebody else let your followers know that, hey, I follow this other guy. He's really cool. They're probably not even going to use me. They'd rather use me because they know you more. Like, just share their work. I share the mortgage meme guy all the time. I share him on my page all the time. Are my followers going to go get a mortgage through that guy? Probably not. Probably not.
Or if I want like big NFL news or like NBA news or something, I don't need it copied and pasted from a local reporter or a local source. Yeah. It's like, I'll just go to Adam Schefter or Woj or something from ESPN. It's like, just share it, retweet it. I'm more active on Twitter than I am on Facebook. I know you guys are more Facebook, but like, come on, just share, retweet, whatever.
I think memes are free game though.
Yeah, no, I agree.
100%. No,
I agree
because nobody creates their own names.
No, but it's not. Yeah, it's because it's for fun. It's not like a news information.
This was like 4 paragraphs of my words.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was nuts.
This was like 4 paragraphs of my words on mortgage, and then Justin, the best part. Luke got like every Youngstown loan officer in like the Tri-County area to copy and paste my thing and share it. So that everybody was posting it after I made this big deal about it. And Luke kept saying, "Oh, you're gonna copy and paste that too, Isaac? You're gonna call them out for that? You're gonna call
Isaac? Wait,
okay.
Yeah, wait, Justin said it's true. Isaac,
you watered down my aggression,
right? So Isaac was all pissed, and then I made a post of the MLO Bros with his post. I said, everybody needs to copy and paste this right now to their thing. So and tag Isaac. So dude, like 40 people. I was like, this is the best marketing ploy ever for us. Right.
Like with my phone number, dude, by the way, Luke, I got 2 deals out of that. I got 2 debt consolidation loans out of that post because like 50 people shared
it. It was ridiculous. Isaac, your turn. Last one.
So this is an interesting one that I feel like the average person doesn't think about, but it's a double-edged sword. The inability to know what people are really like in real life, because there are people on social media that make themselves look like they're wonderful people, and they're actually douchebags.
Yeah.
And then the opposite, there are people that put stuff out into the ether that are terrible, terrible things and say terrible, terrible things, and they're not actually bad people.
Like you guys.
Screwed up sense of humor. Yeah. Exactly. I say awful things about friends.
You guys are good
about
people,
family.
though.
Like I've gotten put in Facebook jail for telling Luke I was going to run him over with a full-size SUV.
No,
like
but
terrible things.
He said he was going to hit me with a car, then he got lost like his access to Facebook for like
and
a
like
week.
I'm arguing with Facebook. I'm like, no, it's fine. He's my brother. It's not a big deal. Like it's totally cool.
No, but
There
you're
should be
totally right.
exceptions. Yeah.
Like the fake persona. They want the fake persona out there. I get it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
So so like I said, both sides. There's the people who were assholes in real life, but they use this outlet to make themselves look like they're wonderful people when they're really douchebags. And then people who just post crazy shit and they're actually good people, but because they said one thing that was off color, everybody's like, oh no, that person's a bad person. That's
I think we get a lot of that.
Like
Isaac.
the Twitter
I think we get a
mentality.
lot of that.
Right. But like the Twitter mentality, if Kevin Hart made a joke about one of his buddies and called him gay by the way he ate chicken wings, and like everybody's like, oh, Kevin Hart's a homophobe. Like that's just guys being guys.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my God. Yeah. So that's a good one too. Yeah, that's a good one. And let's see here. Oh, well, mine kind of goes to yours. So my last one kind of goes to yours. I have figured out with social media, when people make comments or posts giving an opinion, I don't like when they make shit up. Like, and they'll say, like, an example. Let's see. Trying to think of an example here. So it's like they have a real reason behind the post and they're not sharing the real reason. Politics, right? That kind. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So like, I'm trying.
They have like an agenda and they're trying to make a point, but the point is to their agenda, but they're not telling anybody.
But they're not telling you the true agenda.
Yeah. Propaganda.
A great example. Back to Twin Peaks the other day, right? People were saying, "Oh, that's in a terrible location. It's never going to do good." And I'm like, "Well, TGIF was there. What else?" Well, the food's not going to be any good. Well, how do you've never had the food? Well, I don't like it because the girls are going to be dressed there. Oh, well, that's why you don't like it. Say that. You know what I mean? Like people always beat around the bush and not give their true, because they know people aren't going to like it. If that makes sense.
Right.
So, this is.
I find the same thing with like it happens with people too. So people will say, "Oh, that person's a bad person because they posted this on social media." Well, have you ever had a conversation with that person? Have you ever talked to them?
Exactly.
Have you ever actually gotten to know them other than just a stupid Facebook post you saw? Well, no, I don't want to talk to that type of person. Well, you don't know what type of person they are. You're just saying it from a stupid Facebook post you saw.
Well,
you don't know.
It's because of somebody giving their opinion too, Isaac. It's an opinion, and because that person has an opinion different than mine, I don't like those people. It's like us. It's why people don't like us.
Why trump card will always be, here's my phone number, call me.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, they don't want to talk to you. Okay, fine. But I gave you the opportunity to find out who I am by having a 20-minute conversation with
you. You have had people call you, though.
Guarantee I would win you over, but you don't want to talk to me because you don't want to know me.
Isaac, you've had people call you. You've had people call you, though. Have you not? Tony called you.
Tony called me, yeah. And I had a great conversation with me. And then after that, he said, I like you. You're my favorite MLO bro.
Tony won't call me. What the hell? Because I'm not going to pick up the call. Oh, did you hear about this one too, by the way?
All right, come here.
Did you hear about this one, Justin?
No. What about the...
So, Uncle Dave, what's his name? The Mahoney County Commissioner?
Ditzler?
Yeah, Dave Ditzler.
Good boy. Okay,
2 weeks ago, I made a post about Ditzler, which I always do because I love screwing with the guy.
Yeah.
He made a response, like a posted response back. Like, you guys are clowns and blah, blah, blah. Like, this is a Mahoney County Commissioner, right? So I am like, I'm like, yes. Like when these politicians do this, I just love it. I just feel it.
Yeah.
So I freaking made a post. People start bashing on him. I mean, they're just attacking him, hammering him. Facebook page goes dead. He's gone. He's off of Facebook for like 3 days. He's gone. Right? That freaking guy comes back and he's like, "Oh, my Facebook got hacked." literally like 15 minutes after we start unloading on him, I'm like, dude, you are so full of crap. So this is the guy who's running against him, saying, dude, literally, a commissioner said he was hacked because we were about ready to fucking destroy him. Excuse me. So funny. So that was a back one. So all right, Justin, what do you got coming up on your shows? Anything good?
On Thursday, we got let's see, we got Martino Motorsports coming down, and we're just gonna BS, talk some football for the weekend, stuff like that. But next week, Wednesday night, we're gonna go live from Penguin City,
nice.
with me and I know Fast Freddy from radio, and Joe, and I mean, you guys are welcome to come down. Anybody who wants to come down, have some drinks.
I can't
Don't
hang
get
out
anybody
with
on their
Fast
bike on the way home, and we'll have fun with it.
Last time I hung out with Fast Freddy, I was drunk.
Oh, he's a good dude. He's a good dude.
He likes to drink. What time are your shows on Youngstown's?
You know what? I've picked a really terrible time. I've realized 3:30 is not the most ideal time for people that work and stuff, because I look at like our views and stuff, and like, we'll have our live views, and it's not great. There'll be like 150 to 200 people after the show that have watched. And then I'll look the next day and it's like 1,000, so it's like I don't get the live stream in people. We get a lot of like views later on in the day or the next day or whatever. We actually do really well on like podcasts. Like a lot of people like download the podcast and stuff, which is on everything, Spotify, iHeart, stuff like that. And that's where we get a lot of our listens and stuff. But you guys have the right thing here at 8:30 at night. That's ideal. Like
it's ideal.
I'm gonna look into my 3:30 Tuesday, Thursday.
Dude, do 7:30. Go for an hour, and then we'll play you on our channel before ours.
That's probably smart.
Would you do that, Isaac?
Yeah. We'll just share it. So we'll just share it.
Yeah.
At 7:30 when you go live on ours.
We'll see how the 1 and 5-year-old I have feel about the bedtime routine, though. That might not go so well.
And that's why I did. Well, that's why I did 8:30, because when we started doing this, the kids were younger, and it was like right after bed and bath time, right? So I'd run over here. It's like the perfect time for me because they're already sleeping. It's done. The house is quiet.
Yeah, Isaac doesn't understand that. He's just petting his pussy over there.
Yeah, petting his pussy. Petting his pussy. Oh my god, I apologize to everyone in the world for what Isaac is doing. He's not happy with you right now.
Loved it.
This is now shouldn't have brought that up.
God. All right. Well, that's the wrap. We're at an hour and 15. Everybody stay warm tomorrow. It's going to be cold. My freaking kids and wife are going to be here tomorrow.
Who you guys rooting for to go to the Super Bowl? Who do you want, Justin?
I got to go with the local 49ers with the local ties. Love the DeBartolo York family. And then from the AFC, I'm going to go with I don't want to say the Chiefs.
You're going to say
I love Green Bay. I love Green Bay beating the shit out of the Cowboys. That was
but I don't know. I don't know who 49ers.
Right. I don't know who beats the Ravens. I really don't know if anybody.
You know what? I'm going to go with the Chiefs. I'm going to go with the Chiefs and 49ers.
Detroit,
why not?
Detroit would be sweet,
dude. I don't think
Detroit, Buffalo, Tampa Bay, like any of the teams that like
Buffalo's. I'm okay with Buffalo too. I think that.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I'll say the winner of the Chiefs Bills game versus the 49ers. How about that?
Yeah. I'm going Ravens 49ers. I hate to say it. I hate the Ravens.
That's probably.
I just don't see who beats the Ravens. I mean, they're just too freaking tough right now. They're playing out of their freaking.
Hey, you know who beat them early in the year?
I know. Watson and the Browns. I remember until we lost the freaking 45 to whatever it was. So, all right, everybody. Well, Justin, thanks for coming, man. We always appreciate you coming on. Any last words, Justin?
No.
Did you know that was coming?
We've been doing that for 3 years and still
he still falls for it. I wonder if he's gonna come back. Huh?
That never gets old.
Never. All right, everybody. We'll be back Thursday. Craig's the soup's coming on. Craig Hockenberry with Poland. I want to talk to him a little bit about the taxes. Did you see your taxes go up?
Yeah, I think so.
Taxes went up. So, dude, mine went up like $1,400 a year.
That blows.
But I want to know.
Blows.
Yeah, it's terrible. I want to know how much that affects the schools, how much money the schools get out of it. We'll talk about some other stuff. He's always a good conversation. He's a good
Since our taxes went up and we have to pay more money, think about the MLO bros next time you sell your house. Let us put this sign in your yard. You know how awesome that sign would look in your yard if you're selling your house? Me and Luke. Oh, there you go. There you go. Let a true professional sell your house. I'd love to help you. I'd love to come by.
Oh, look at that sign behind you right there. That's a nice sign.
That's what I said. This little sign right here. This little sign right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one right here. Let us put that in your yard. Sell your house. It look great. MLO bros. We'll find.
Maybe you want to go ghost hunting. You can go ghost hunting with us. Well, Isaac's not, but March 29th. Go ghost hunting. $175. We're going to Hillview Manor. 8-hour overnight investigation. We're taking 20 people. We have like 10 tickets sold. We have 10 tickets left. So that's another thing you can do. So,
all right, everybody. I'm going to bed.
All right. We'll see you guys all later. I'm going to bed too.
Bye, everybody.
Music. Where's the music? Bye.
Outro music.
Outro music.
You know what song I want to get as like intro and outro music is
what?
That Zeppelin song.
Led Zeppelin?
Yeah. Not Zephyr song. What song is that?
Which song?
Somebody help me, please. Yes.
Oh,
Cashmere.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was from Godzilla in like 1997.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Good night.